Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Meenaal Fatma and welcome to my classroom talks where we discuss a lot of other non-academic topics as well, which a lot of students struggle with and are not able to find their answers. So I'm gonna answer all of them for you one by one. So today yet again we're talking about another very important topic which a lot of students pitched up to discuss. So I'm gonna briefly tell you today. So before I do that, let me just quickly connect it with my phone so that I can see your comments, and in case अगर आपको में से कोई बात करनी है, कुछ पूछना है, you can discuss with me live. Just give me a moment. Let me just check if I can see things. All those who are joining in, guys, keep introducing yourself, so I'll be well aware of who all are watching. And as we go through, you can keep asking me questions in context to what I'm talking about, and other than that also, if you have any questions, you can ask me as well. Okay, I hope I'm audible enough. Great. So by the way, if you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, make sure you do subscribe and remember to press the bell button so you do not miss on any upcoming videos or classes from me as well as from the other educators as well on the same platform. And by the way, I'm also available on different social media groups. As you can see on the left side, from my left side on the screen, I'm available on Telegram, Instagram and Facebook. So make sure you get connected with me there as well, because I keep posting about a lot of free videos, a lot of free classes, a lot of free sessions, as well as all the upcoming courses and classes as well. So make sure कि आप वहाँ से मेरे पे connected रहो, तो जो भी आगे की classes होगी, you will be posted about them. And also Unacademy के website पे अगर आप जाओगे, if you type Unacademy and type my name Meenaal Fatma, make sure you type my name correctly. As you can see, it's double E and double A. A lot of people tend to put it wrong and they don't find me, so make sure you put my spelling correct and then you're going to find me. Make sure you follow me on my Unacademy profile as well, so you will be getting a notification from Unacademy every time I take a class, so you will not be missing on anything that is coming up. Okay, so today we will be discussing on the visas. Now, by the way, this is sorry, this is one topic that will differ from country to country, but what I'll do is I'm going to be giving you a generic idea, because this is one topic which a lot of students stress about in context to where they're going to start from, how are things going to be sorted, how we're going to do it. तो मैं आपको briefly बता दूंगी ताकि आपका stress जो है वो ख़त्म हो जाए, because this is actually kind of a hyped up problem that students take, but actually it's really easy. You don't need any additional help from anywhere. I did it myself, so I'm sure you can do it yourself too. It's nothing very complicated, it's nothing very difficult, and plus the college and the university you will be going to, they'll be taking hold of your visas as well, so they'll be helping and guiding you on the way too. So you don't have to take any additional help and pay a lot of additional amount to other companies to get your visas done. You can do it yourself. If you can be able to present your application to the universities, I'm sure you can get your documents and visas ready as well. Okay, so this is the Classroom Talks part 12. In case you have missed the previous videos, make sure you go back to Unacademy live channel जिसमें हम लोग अभी currently video देख रहे हैं, and वहाँ पे if you go to the playlist, I have a playlist which is called Hi, can I know your name? How am I supposed to call you? Am I supposed to call you self-discipline? Let me know your name. How should I address you? So yes, as I was saying, this is if you go to the playlist, there are previous videos as well. So all the videos are in one playlist, which is called Classroom Talks by Meenaal Fatma. And in each video, I've tried to cover up a lot of important topics that would be essential for all the students. Okay? By the way, our first slogan, "Let's crack it," is going literally viral. And for IELTS, I have kind of modulated it because I think all of the students are capable enough to crack IELTS. It's just that you have to have a certain set of score as a target in your head, and you need to target and prepare and strategize your performance accordingly, right? So I never say let's crack it, I say let's crack it and score higher. Okay? A quick introduction about myself. Hi guys, I'm Meenaal. Professionally, I'm an architect and an urban designer. I've done my bachelor's from Birla Institute of Technology. That's in Mesra, Ranchi. And from there on, I moved to London, where I did MArch from a School of Architecture. So I was in London technically for around 2 years, and I got back recently this year. I've also worked in some cities in India, Dubai, as well as London, which I just mentioned. And I've given the exams myself, IELTS as well as IELTS UKVI. UKVI stands for UK Visa and Immigration, and the scores are right in front of you. I've been taking classes for IELTS for the past 3 years, both in India as well as in UK. Okay? So that's just brief introduction about myself. So I was in UK. So what I'll do is today, obviously I'm going to be talking in terms of sort of questions that you would have as a student. I'm not doing a sponsor video here where I'll go a lot more detail about the visas, but I'll be telling you a generic description about visa, what all things you need to prepare on. Obviously, country to country things keep changing and modulating. So I will not be talking about something really very specific about any country, but all the things that you need to prepare for and not stress about. So okay, so I'm going to be helping you on those areas. So since I was in UK, what I'll do is as I'll go through of discussing about the documents, I'll keep giving you examples of how it goes in UK, because I have been in UK and I can tell you a little bit more in detail about UK. Okay? So before I start, again, I want to clarify the fact that guys, you don't have to stress about how things are gonna get done. Everything has a step-by-step process. I know, like since the time I'd put up my application, I used to be super stressed कि अब ये application हो गया, अब result कब आएगा, result आ गया तो उसके बाद finances कैसे handle होंगे, उसके बाद visas कैसे होगा. First of all, you have to calm yourself down. सब हो जाता है. It's just a moment of time. I understand it's going to be very stressful, but it's all going to be done. So you have to stay calm. Okay? I have been in your position, so I know how things are. So you have to just calm yourself down. सब हो जाता है one by one. Okay? So in terms of visas, today I'm going to be telling you, as I said, briefly about the documents that you would need. ठीक है? सबसे पहले तो आपको अपना एक बात जानना होगा कि जैसे आपका रिजल्ट आएगा, राइट? ऑब्वियसली यू विल बी अप्लाइंग इन लॉट ऑफ डिफरेंट यूनिवर्सिटीज़. जस्ट गिव मी अ मोमेंट, लेट मी कनेक्ट माय पेन टैब एज वेल so I can take you through things in detail. Just give me a moment. Great. Perfect. So as I was saying, first of all, आपको अब जैसे अपना application put up करोगे, so they're gonna take like couple of months. Sometimes अगर like I put up my application in around January mid तक, January end तक, I applied because September में UK में colleges start होते हैं. The first round of application goes through by January end. Obviously there are more rounds that keep coming, but most of the universities and colleges, they have a first round of applications done in January itself. So I remember, like, I put up an application in January, mid-January tak I had put up my application. So, and they gave a result around, I guess it was February end. ठीक है, तो roughly they take, if you put up your applications in the first round itself and you get selected in the first round itself, तो आपके results बहुत ही जल्दी आ जाएंगे. So you'll get a lot more time to prepare those additional things of your visa, your visa related, your health related, and a lot of other things that you have to prepare for, right? But in case अगर आपका first round application में ही जाता है तो थोड़ा ज़्यादा time लगता है, right? So first of all, you will have to patiently wait for the confirmation letter from the particular university, okay? And once you get that confirmation letter, all the universities, they're gonna guide you through the visa application process, okay? You'll have to obviously do it yourself. They're not gonna be spoon feeding you, but they will definitely assist you. Like my college, what they did was, as like first of all they sent me unconditional offer letter, and that was because I had given IELTS and they wanted IELTS UKVI, okay? Like UKVI stands for UK Visa and Immigration, UKVI, okay? So it's similar to IELTS, but it's just that there's some universities in UK which consider UKVI IELTS to be more authentic. So they just requested me to give it again. It was not a deciding factor. They had already sent me an offer letter, but it was still unconditional because I had to give UKVI. So once I gave UKVI IELTS and I submitted the result, I got a final offer letter, okay? So after I got an offer letter, they sent me a lot of documents which had guidelines in terms of housing, in terms of visa, in terms of all the additional documents that I would need, right? तो उसमें आपका college help करेगा. First of all, there's nothing that you'll have to completely do on your own. The college will be there to help you and guide you. You can definitely email them back and re-question and clarify your doubts as well. ठीक है? But they will not be helping you too much into the visa details, right? That you have to find it on the website of the visas that they're going to share with. There are a lot of different websites for different countries, and there is one website जो सारे countries का एक साथ ही कर देते हैं. I cannot obviously do sponsors of different companies, but you have to find it yourself. Sometimes colleges वो link share कर देते हैं आपको, तो आपको बस link पे जाना है and you have to follow up the procedure, okay? So once you get the offer letter confirmed, that's when the entire process starts, okay? Now, after you get that, you have to fill up an online application form. Most of the time it's going to be online and only. Sometimes it might be offline too, but online it's a lot simpler and it's a lot way easier to pay all the visa amount as well. ठीक है, visa की fees हो गए, you have to pay all that as well. तो आपको सबसे पहले तो ऑनलाइन एप्लीकेशन फिलअप करना होगा फॉर योर स्टूडेंट वीज़ा. नाउ व्हेन यू डू दैट, यू नीड टू हैव कपल ऑफ थिंग्स इन योर हैंड ऑलरेडी before you even do the application form, because you will need the details of these documents in your application form, which are, first of all, आपको language proficiency test ready रखना होगा. चाहे आप किसी कोर्स के लिए भी जा रहे हो, किसी कंट्री में भी जा रहे हो, you would need this. I had a student the other day asking me if I have given GRE or GMAT, will my language proficiency test be exempted? It's not possible, guys. I had the same question in my head as well, but since we are not an English speaking country, we will have to give, even though we give GRE and GMAT. When we prove our English skills already, we still have to give the English proficiency exam, which will be like IELTS or TOEFL. And I've talked in detail about IELTS and TOEFL, which one to prefer, which one not to prefer in the first video that I took, which is Classroom Talks Part 1. So in case you have anything to know about that particular thing, you can definitely get back there. Other than that, you also need to have your valid passport. ठीक है, तो आप एक बार अपना पासपोर्ट पहले से चेक करके रखो. पासपोर्ट की भी वैलिडिटी होती है बिफोर यू अपडेट देम. सो मेक श्योर यू चेक द डिटेल्स ऑन योर पासपोर्ट एंड इफ इट रिक्वायर्स टू बी अपडेटेड, मेक श्योर यू डू ऑल दो सॉर्ट ऑफ थिंग्स बिफोर हैंड एंड कीप इट रेडी. Okay, now next, as I was saying, proof of a bona fide student. So that is kind of a proof that you have to show that yes, you got a confirmation that yes, you did get an offer letter from a particular university in the country, right, which is registered in that particular country. So you have to have that offer letter in your hand before you even do the application form, right? Last but not the least, you will have to show proof of funds. ठीक है, तो अब मैं प्रूफ ऑफ फंड्स के बारे में मैं डिटेल में आगे इस वीडियो में बात करने वाली हूँ. सो आई एम नॉट गोना गो टू मच इन डिटेल राइट नाउ, बट प्रूफ ऑफ फंड्स में आपको अपना फाइनेंशियल कंडीशन दिखाना होगा, बिकॉज in terms of the college fees and in terms of living expenses, they need to see if you have sufficient amount in your account or not, so that when you're going to their country, you're not just wandering around, you know where to go, where to study, where to live. Yeah. And other than that, in case अगर आपने scholarship form fill in किया है and you got a scholarship, or you applied for any financial aids from the university and you've got document confirmation from them, make sure that you get their papers ready and wait for them as well to before you step up with your application form. Make sure you have your scholarship and financial aid documents ready, because that's going to be part of your you providing the overall documents for your funds. Okay, so these are things that you have to keep handy in your hand before you go up with the application form. Now once you have all these things, you can go ahead with your application form, and you will need to fill loads of details in the application form. Do not stress about it, be patient, be calm. There'll be a lot of details that you will have to fill up about yourself, about your mom, about your dad, about your education background, about a lot of details that you have to fill in context to these, right? And also there are some countries which are very specific about the kind of photos that you have to present to them. So make sure you are identifying the requirement of the photo. Some are very specific, like in terms of what sort of background they want, what kind of size they want, right? So how much like in terms of size, how much what should be the coverage of a face in the picture. So make sure you are analyzing in detail, because they do take these things seriously. So make sure you find these details properly and fill in your application form very properly. Okay. Next one is a letter of acceptance on the course. Now as I said, आपको letter of acceptance आता है. Now what happens in UK is after you get an offer letter, you have to provide a lot of additional documents as well. And after you finish your after you finish your application of the visa, you have to inform your university as well, and they provide you a CAS. Now CAS होता है confirmation of acceptance for studies. Okay, confirmation of acceptance for studies. This is something that college provides, right? This can differ from college to college, but it's sort of a document that the college, it has a specific number that has a CAS number, which you have to fill in your application form as well. So before you I'm sorry. So as a part of your confirmation letter that you get from your college, you also have to get CAS, because it will have a specific number that you will have to use to fill in your application form as well. You'll have to fill in your CAS number. Okay, now so let me just go through this point so I don't miss on anything. Your approved education provider will give you an confirmation acceptance for studies, and a visa letter, which are official and unconditional offers of a place on a course of study. Next point that you have to remember is the visa letter must be issued no more than 6 months. ठीक है, ये हमेशा वो टाइम फ्रेम मेंशन करते हैं. मैंने अपने प्रीवियस वीडियोस में भी कहा है. इन टर्म्स ऑफ फंड्स, मैं फंड्स की भी बात करूँगी बाद में, उसके लिए भी टाइम ड्यूरेशन मेंशन रहता है. एंड इवन दी लेटर दैट यू गेट, इट शुड नॉट बी more than 6 months before you apply. ठीक है. Now the application where the visa letters are older than 6 months have very high chances of getting refused. ठीक है, तो make sure कि आप 6 महीने से पहले का वो नहीं है. Okay, sometimes the colleges are also very careful about these things, but you have to take authority as well. You have to know the facts. You have to make sure that you're taking good hold and control over things that is happening. Okay. Now, having a visa letter does not guarantee that the application will be successful. ठीक है, just because you have a CAS number or you have a letter, it does not necessarily mean कि आपकी application हमेशा successful हो जाएगी. There are a lot of other factors that play the important role as well. It is just like an important requirement for your visa, but it doesn't decide. If you do not have all the other documents presented in front of them, they might not consider it. Okay. Last and most important point, which is funds basically, और मैं आज finances पिछले video में भी, which I took in the afternoon today, it was in context to finances, and I talked about the different areas where your major amount would be passing over. So similarly यहाँ पे भी the college will, when they take up your application, they would be sending you a lot more details about how much is the application fees, which will already be there on their website, but make sure आप खुद से भी एक बार analysis करके रखो. And when they give you confirmation letter, they will also tell you about rough estimates of the living expenses too. ठीक है, तो बाकी एक्सपेंसेस का उनको फ़र्क नहीं पड़ता है. कॉलेज फीस और लिविंग एक्सपेंसेस पे तो उनको मेजरली दे वांट अ प्रूफ दैट येस यू डू हैव सफिशिएंट अमाउंट ऑफ मनी एटलीस्ट फॉर सर्टन टू सस्टेन योर सेल्फ फॉर सर्टन ड्यूरेशन ऑफ टाइम, एंड यू डू नॉट जस्ट गो टू द कंट्री एंड डिपेंड ऑन देम फॉर डिफरेंट फाइनेंशियल नीड्स. ठीक है. नाउ couple of things you have to keep in mind is the money you need to show covers your course fees for first year of study. ठीक है, तो कोर्स फीस जो जनरली यूके में क्या होता है कि उनको 1 साल की फ़ीस चेक करनी होती है कि वो आपके अकाउंट में है या नहीं. Now I know it's a lot of money and a lot of students have been asking me, मैम कैसे करना है, इतना सारा अमाउंट कैसे दिखाना होता है, बट गाइस ये करना हो जाता है. It's their major requirement. They want to see that you're not going to disappear in between because you don't have funds, right? So they would want to see, and that's why I've talked about the finances in terms of how you're going to deal with the college finances in my previous videos. So make sure आप एक बार previous video देख लो. ठीक है? And other than that, living cost, they want to see that you have living costs to sustain yourself for 9 months. ठीक है, तो आपका 1 साल की पढ़ाई और 9 महीने की लिविंग एक्सपेंस दोनों को ऐड करके जो भी XYZ अमाउंट आता है वो आपके अकाउंट में उनको दिखना चाहिए. अगर आप लोन ले रहे हो तो वो लोन का डॉक्यूमेंट्स दिखेगा. अगर आप कैश में दिखाना चाहते हो तो यू विल हैव टू शो दैट अमाउंट इन योर अकाउंट. यू हैव टू. Now these numbers 1 year and 9 months may differ from country to country, but more or less they would have some sort of they would want to see some sort of proof from themselves. ठीक है. Next one is the amount you will need depends on whether you're applying as a child or an adult. What this point means is if you're it will completely differ if you're planning for undergraduate courses or if you're planning to go for postgraduate courses. Things go different in terms of the documents that you need, right? Because for example, we had tier 4 visa, and tier 4 visas have different set of applications if you're going as a child, if you're under 16, and if you're going as an adult, right, if you're more than 16, 18. ठीक है. So you'll have to, there'll be different set of application procedures. Even it's a tier 4 visa, it will have separate set of guidelines. So make sure you read in details अगर आप as a postgraduate जा रहे हो या as an undergraduate जा रहे हो. Okay. Now in terms of money, the money needs to be in your account for at least 28 days. Now it suddenly you cannot be just showing all the money. आपने एक दिन पहले डाला and you're presenting the documents day after tomorrow. It does not happen. आप जैसे जो आपके जो भी टोटल सम अप करेगा आपका फर्स्ट ईयर की पढ़ाई का फ़ीस और आपके 9 महीने रहने की फ़ीस, जो भी सम अप करेगी वो आपको 28 डेज पहले ही अपने अकाउंट में डाल देनी होगी. अगर आपके लोन के पेपर्स हैं तो वो आपको 28 डेज के भी ब्रेक देने पड़ेंगे. नाउ बाय द वे दीज डिटेल्स आर वेरी वेल mentioned, very clearly mentioned in all the documents that your college is going to provide you, and also the websites that where you will be doing your online application, they're going to be mentioning them, so you don't have to listen to anybody else and get confused unnecessarily. Just trust yourself and read the website, ठीक है, and go with your own understanding and not just listening to 10 other people. आप पढ़ सकते हो, make sure कि आप खुद से वेबसाइट पे देखो, ये सारी डिटेल्स मेंशन रहती है. And I'm just trying to tell you, make a note of these things, because अब 10 दिन पहले पैसे डालोगे, it's not gonna get approved. It needs to be there for at least 28 days. Okay, so these were some basic guidelines. Okay, so there were some basic, very basic guidelines. Obviously country to country differ करते हैं, and there are a lot more details which come up, but I'm sure those details you can check from the website. I just give you an overview. And उसके अलावा I'll just quickly tell you about the ongoing courses as well. There are 3 ongoing courses. One is the comprehensive course, which just started today and it's going to be running on every Saturday and Sunday in the morning 11:30. We've started with the listening module and we'll be covering all the question categories of listening modules. Then we'll move to reading, writing and then speaking. It's going to go for 12 weeks. ठीक है, आज first class हुई है, and parallelly we'll also have a grammar and a vocabulary course which is running from Monday to Thursday at 9:30 p.m. at night. And we are also going to be reading, we'll be developing a practice of reading and trying to paraphrase a lot of information, trying to develop vocabulary and trying to get a grammar on point through this course. Every day is going to be running at 9:30 p.m. So both the courses are sort of dependent on each other, so make sure you attend both if you really want to do good in your exam. ठीक है, इसके अलावा there's also a batch course which is running, and all the top 4 educators are taking classes, and they're handling different courses, different modules, and I am specifically teaching speaking in it. ठीक है, मैं speaking पढ़ाती हूँ उसमें, and I take classes every Sunday at 5 p.m. ठीक है, तो all these are basically plus courses. Now plus courses क्या होते हैं? Unacademy पे free classes होते हैं और plus courses होते हैं. Free classes are special classes जहाँ पे हमारे पास कम time होता है, but we just want to tell you how we teach, what sort of content we have, and if you're able to comprehend us or not. And plus courses are a lot more structured courses, right? There are a lot of structured courses. With one subscription you get access to all the courses and all the educators, and each and every topic of that particular module will be covered in the course. कोई भी question category, जैसे अभी मैं listening module start कर रही हूँ तो उसमें जितने possible type of questions आप देख सकते हो, आपके एग्जाम में आ सकता है, वो सब हम कवर करेंगे with strategies and examples. ठीक है, now all these classes will be आप live attend कर सकते हो, and also you have an option of watching them later as well, whenever you want, wherever you want. Okay, so you don't miss on any single thing. Then you have your quizzes as well, weekly quizzes and mega quizzes, so you can keep assessing your performance over the time and then discuss with your educators if you're going well or if things are not going good. You can definitely get back and start modulating. We can discuss together and then work it out accordingly, right? And doubt getting session is the most productive part of being on Unacademy. You have doubt clearing session which happens after every 3 class के बाद आपका doubt clearing session होता है, so where you can bring questions from anywhere. Students write their reports, essays, they bring reading comprehension questions, and everything is discussed live in the class. And the classes are very interactive and engaging because obviously we have a lot more time on the plus courses, and every student is given a lot of attention. ठीक है, किसी की भी वॉइस अनहर्ड नहीं रह जाती है वहाँ पे. ठीक है. By the way, all these courses, if you want to see the schedule and you want to see a demo video, it's on my profile. If you go to Unacademy website, type my name and go to courses. In the courses, if you go to plus courses, you're going to see the links for these courses. If you press them, you're going to find the entire schedule of the course, and at the same time you'll also have a demo video which will explain you how you're going to attend those courses, and how you'll what all advantages you have in attending those courses, right, and how we'll be taking it further. So to attend all those courses you'll have to take a subscription. As I said, आप जब demo video देखोगे उसके just नीचे subscription का button रहता है, तो the moment you click it, this is the page that opens up basically, and you have monthly basis pay chances of how monthly subscription charges, right? I would personally recommend कि आप 3 month का ले आओ, because the course that I've just started today is gonna run for 3 months, and if you're actually targeting a good band score in your exam, then you have to give yourself time and room, okay? And make sure you, while taking a subscription, you use my referral code. You will have a chance to present a referral code. Make sure you use my referral code, which is Fatma Meenaal, FATMAMEEAL. So make sure you use my referral code. You'll get a 10% discount. And also, if you want me to deal with you personally, you have to make sure you use my referral code and message me on my Telegram as well that you've done taking it, so we can take it further from there, right? So in case you have any further questions, you can connect with me on my different social media groups and present your questions, okay? So I'll end the video now. I hope you found it really productive. I hope it helps. And in case you have any more suggestions, or in case you have any more questions that you want me to discuss in the video, make sure you put up your suggestions and send me a message on the other social media groups so I can present it. So make sure you like, share and subscribe to the channel, and also like my videos and share it with your friends, okay? So by the way, at 8:30 p.m. today we have a special class on Unacademy, which is a free class, and we'll be discussing on a strategy to get best results by preparing the IELTS exam correctly. So we'll be discussing the strategy today. So the special class, which is a free class, it's at 8:30 p.m. So make sure you go to my Unacademy profile and get yourself enrolled as soon as possible. Okay? So you all have a great day. I hope to see you in the next video. Take care. Bye bye.